Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 13 of your NHL 22 franchise mode a year with the Edmonton Oilers, as we're walking into a huge episode for the Oilers, as we're walking into the conference finals, as we go up against the Los Angeles Kings, as we get to the conference finals for the first time since 2006. Isn't that just crazy? But before we step into this puppy, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. That'll be very much appreciated, boys. So, let's get into this puppy here, as we all know we're going up against the LA Kings, which is a team that actually quite struggled this year. They went 41, 37, and 4. They had kind of a rough season. They lost a lot of games. They actually they actually went basically 500 this year. They went 41 and 41. They definitely did not have the most amazing season in the world, but somehow, they were able to get onto the conference finals, go through, the other division, basically the Central Division. They were able to walk through the Colorado Avalanche and the Nashville Predators. That is pretty impressive that they were able to beat Colorado. And now they're going to be going up against us, the Edmonton Oilers. And honestly, the LA Kings look like quite of a strong team, but honestly, I believe in what the Edmonton Oilers can do this year. I really do. I am buying into the belief that we could potentially move on to the Stanley Cup Finals this year. I really am going to be that egotistical and that cocky about this team, because we're that damn good this year. McDavid has been killer. Draisaitl has been insane, and especially the new lineups that we right now have with Draisaitl, McDavid, and Holloway as our top line. It killed the Ducks. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't stop our offensive power. So we're going to have to see if the LA Kings will be able to stop our offensive power with the lineups that they got here. So their top line, they got Eric Staal, Anze Kopitar, and Victor Arvidsson. Their top line is very, very lethal between Kopitar, Eric Staal, and Victor Arvidsson. They've been producing a lot of points. They've been playing very good. It's been a very dangerous line for the LA Kings throughout this playoff run, and is definitely something that we got to be wary about. Then their second line, they got Kempe, Byfield, and Dennis Malkin, another line that's been producing really well as well. And then they got Kaliev, Jeff Carter, and Trevor Moreau, which is another line that's been doing quite well, goal scoring, and then Famio, Turcotte, and Velarde, which also has been doing well. Every single line for this LA Kings team has been doing quite well, and especially, I guess, when you compare it to our team, where we haven't been producing as many points as what, the LA Kings have been. They've been just playing a hell of a lot better than, what we have been playing for our depth. Our top 6 lines have been way better than what they have been, and our third line has been pretty solid with Puljujärvi, Spencer, and Anthony Siu as well. That line has been quite well, but their offense, it is quite scary. Even though they don't have a lot of big overalls, their offense is something to be scared about, because they have been playing quite well. Defensively, they got Mikey Anderson and Drew Doughty. Then they also got Brian Clark and John Klingberg, 2 offensive defensemen playing alongside of each other, and then Cal Clegg and Sean Walker. So their defense is definitely not their strongest suit. Brian Clark is not too bad defensively, Klingberg as well, and then Drew Doughty, of course, is one of their better defensemen, and then Mikey Anderson. Definitely not a bad defense score, and their top 6 seems to be playing quite well, especially offensively. I think that's definitely something that they're going to beat us up on, is offense. They might be able to score a decent amount of goals on us, but I think we might be able to score more goals on them than what they can. But this is going to be the biggest thing. Cal Peterson. He has been really, really good for the LA Kings here in this playoff run, which probably wasn't expected by him. He had a really tough season throughout the year, 896, kind of like what Mike Smitty is looking like, kind of rough throughout the regular season, but now during the playoffs, he's just turned on the Jets and really has been that big guy for the LA Kings. So that's definitely somebody to be scared about going into this playoff run. So I think that's basically all that we got to talk about. I think I wanted to talk about one thing. Oh, yeah. I wanted to see if we can maybe change anything with this depth. Because, we haven't been producing, like, anything at all between Rocky Garmoldi or Warren Fogle. Like, nothing from those guys. What do we got for depth? Like, I know we got Devin Shore as an extra guy, but, like, I really don't want to play Devin Shore. And he's already replacing Puljujärvi, because Puljujärvi's injured for this upcoming game, so we won't have him in the lineup. Is there anybody in the system that we could call up? We could definitely call up Cooper Marody. I think that's definitely a player that we can call up. That's definitely somebody that we can call up. Brendan Perlini as well could be somebody that we call up for a game. Because I would definitely not mind that. But I don't think there's anybody else that's a young gun that, you know, we could definitely use up in the top line. Yeah, we really don't got very many prospects in general anyways. So, and then we could send down Anton Forsberg back down to the AHL. And then we could edit the AHL lines, you know, put it best lines. We do have Ryan McLeod as well, I guess, but I really don't want to play him. I mean, you could. I mean, he's pretty good defensively, but we really don't need defense too much right now. But I don't want Devon Shore. I want Marody for sure, without a doubt, to play. So Marody, and then instead of Grimaldi, I want Perlini instead. We'll give Perlini a shot. Maybe he can give us some extra juice alongside of Lawton and Fogle. And then Marody with Spence and NTC. And we'll just have to give that a try. We'll have to see how it goes. And actually, you know what we could do instead is throw Spencer on the wing. And then Marody can be the centerman for the third line. I think that's definitely something what I was going to do here. But I think Lawton, Spencer, and NTC will work really well since we at least get a good defensive guy and Scott Lawton to carry that line defensively. So, let's get into Game 1, boys. Game 1 in Rogers Place. The fans are going nuts. They finally get their see their team in the conference finals. It's an exciting time for Oilers fans, so let's get it going. Rogers Place Game 1 against the LA Kings. Let's get off to a hot start here, boys. We got to bring our A game. We got to bring our best game against the LA Kings, and that's basically what we got to do. So, boys, let's get off to a quick hot start. I want to play good against this team, and we're already off on a power play. Can we score on this power play? Kind of want to see. Can we score on the power play? Come on, boys. And nothing on the power play. Okay, so first period, 1-1. Eric Stahl gets the first goal of the series, but then Zach Hyman scores one with 4:20 remaining left in the first period. Smoke up, boys. Anyways, but first goal for the Oilers there. Zach Hyman gets a big one to tie up the game. Second period, 3-1, baby. Zach Hyman and Nuge. That's what I'm talking about. That second line producing quite well between Hyman and Nuge. They've been doing really well heading into the third period with a 3-1 lead. So, boys, we just got to hold on to this 2-goal lead right now. Play well defensively, shut down the LA Kings, and that's what we got to do. Mike Smith, keep playing huge, buddy. Man, Mike Smith has been on an undefeated streak right now, my man. He has been insane. Jeff Carr gets a big win, or a big goal. Makes it within one. And then Dylan Holloway with an empty netter to give us that big W, 4-2. Man, that's huge. That is a huge W. Zach Hyman and Nuge just keep on producing up on that second line. Hyman with the 7th, of the year for Nuge. Holloway gets his 4th goal of the playoffs. I've been loving Dylan Holloway. I really cannot wait till he gets up on that top line. He's really producing at full power. He is going to be sick. All right, so I feel like since Smith has been playing a lot of games lately, especially like this will be, if we play him, this would be his second back-to-back, basically. I don't want to outrun Mike Smith right now, so we're going to be definitely throwing in UC Saros for this next game against the Kings, because I feel like we definitely need a little bit of a change, a little bit of something to juice up the team. So Game 2, Rogers Place, Saros is in the net. Please play big for me, Saros. We really need a big night out of you tonight, man. And let's go, Oilers. I want another big game out of us. We need to keep playing good, play well defensively against the Kings, and, you know, light them up. Let's line them up. First period. Nothing in the first period. The game is still tied, 9-5 for shots for the LA Kings. All right. Second period, 1-0. Jeff Carter gets a big goal for the LA Kings, and it seems like they're shutting us down. They're playing the better game, 23-12 for shots. Definitely not the most ideal game that I wanted to see from the Oilers. That's for sure. Yeah, another goal from Eric Stahl. Can't even blame UC Saros on this one. He's making a lot of saves. It's just we're not doing anything. 5-on-3. Draisaitl gets a big power play goal. That gets us within one. Can that give us a little bit more power? Guys, come on. Gotta stop taking bad penalties here, man. Come on. Yeah. Oh my god, we actually did get one. Draisaitl. I mean, too late, buddy. But Draisaitl did get within one there, but it was a little too late to get us within that. And then Draisaitl got 2 good goals. Not everybody else didn't do anything. But I really didn't mind how Saros played in that game. He did play quite well, but Smith has been the hot hand, and I think we got to play him. The only reason why we threw in Saros into that game is because we needed to change things up a little bit and get a new goalie in there. But Saros did quite well. I give it to him. He did quite well, but Smith has been seeming like he's been winning every single game, and he cannot be stopped right now. So we're going to rely on the guy who's right now 6-0 and is an absolute madman. So heading into game 2, we're heading back to Staples Center. Well, I guess heading back to California to go up against the Los Angeles Kings. So game 3, the Kings and Oilers at Staples Center in LA. Let's go here, boys. We got to bring back our game. You know, we had a rough game the last one. Let's, go back to the basics. Let's bring that speed. We got to play to our game. Bring that fast-paced hockey and play great. That's what we got to do. So, first period, 1-0. The Nuge, baby, gets a big goal to start off the game for the Edmonton Oilers. 50-10 for shots. Mike Smith is shutting the door. Second period, nothing in the second period. Is still a tie game. 26-19 for shots for LA. Mike Smith is making some big saves. We need to give him a little bit more support here, boys. We need to put up another goal. Brendan Perlini. Woo! My line changes are beautiful, baby. Perlini gets a 5-on-5 goal for the depth, and then Spence as well adds a depth goal with Leon Draisaitl. See, that's what I mean. We just had to insert a little bit of new players, and my lord, we're lining up the LA Kings this game. 5-0. Perlini gets a big one. McDavid, Spencer gets his first goal of the playoffs as well, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Oh, I forgot. I was going to check who got the goals and how many goals they got. Oh, no. No. No, dude. Abdominal strain, bro. How long is that going to be out? Shit. That is not good. Oh, that is not good. Oh, that is not good. That is like the worst possible timing you could ever ask for right now, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. White. Yeah, I don't really want to play you. Matt Irwin's good. Colburn's good. Lozon's good. But they're all defensive defensemen. Yeah, I think we just bring up the best, best defenseman that we could possibly... I want to go all the way down there. I want to see... Oh, my fucking God. No, don't go all the way down there, EA. Come on, man. Play. I think we call it Matt Irwin. I think he's probably the best defenseman that we're going to be able to call up, so... So, Sandin is now our best defenseman for our team. Yay. Yay. Oh, the Lord, this is not going to be good. I don't even know. Like, he is legit our best defenseman, and we have just lost our best defenseman and Darnell Nurse for, like, the next week. So, I am really, really not excited about this. So, now our defense... I think we play Nugent-Hopkins up on the top pair alongside of Sandin. We keep Keith and Bouchard going. I think that's what we got to do. I think that's the best way you go about things is Bouchard and Keith, Nugent-Hopkins and Sandin. Our defense is looking really, really rough. If we didn't have Duncan Keith, we would be a lot better right now, honestly. We would be. We would be in a better situation than what we are in right now. But we're having to deal with what we got. So I'm definitely not excited about it. But, God, man. See, if we didn't have Keith during this playoff run, we would actually had another nice defenseman to follow up. But since we don't have our best defenseman in him, now we're kind of screwed. We're really put in a situation where it's going to be tough. It really is. So who do we got? Anthony C, who's playing center. Yeah, and then Zach Hyman. And we have Puljujärvi there. But it's still Yamamoto instead. There on the power play. Okay. Oh, man, our defense looks rough. Especially without Darnell Nurse there. You lose out on your best defenseman who has been playing quite well during this playoff run. Ah, God. All right. We'll head into Game 4 without our best defenseman and Darnell Nurse Puljujärvi. At least we get him back in the lineup. That's kind of huge. Wyatt Clark, we'll send him down. But we do get Puljujärvi back in the lineup, which is pretty huge. So we really didn't need to make that line change. So we do need to replace Marody with Puljujärvi. And then Marody was doing quite well with Perlini. Oh my God, Perlini. Is that, hang on. Oh, okay. No, 2 goals. Wow. Maybe we do need to keep Cooper Marody there. Yeah, I know what, Spencer? You're getting scratched. We're keeping Cooper Marody in the lineup. Just because of the fact of the matter is, he's doing quite well. I don't even know if that is his true stats. I don't think I've ever seen him score a goal. I think EA is just broken. My lord, EA, come on, man. Can you please just fix your damn menus, dude? It can't be this hard to build a game. It really can't be. Because every year you guys produce the crappiest game of all. I cannot believe it. I'm going to pull Yarby back on the power play. There we go. We're all good to go. Let's get this, game... What is it? Game 4 underway. We're up 2-1 in the series. We just got to keep playing good hockey. We got to basically play it like how we did in the last game. Let's bring our A game against the Kings once again. We're in Staples Center. Game 4. Oilers and Kings. Let's go here, boys. First period. 1-1. Cooper Marody. I'm a genius. I keep him in the lineup, and he gets a big goal once again for the Oilers to tie the game up at 1, and Victor Arvidsson scores the first goal of the game. Second period, still tied up at 1. 1-1, 16-14 for shots. Okay, heading into the third period. Come on, boys. Let's just play good. Let's bring her on home. Let's bring her on home. Come on, man. Matt Irwin! Oh my god! What is going on with this team? Every time I put in a player, they score a goal. Perlini, I put him in the lineup, he scores a goal. I keep Marody in the lineup, he scores a goal. Matt Irwin plays his first game, and he gets the game-winning goal for the Oilers. This team is insane. It's insane, man. Oh my god, we're up 3-1 in the series. Marody, Matt Irwin, my lord, this team is nutty. We're heading off. Come on, boys. We got one nice game ahead of us. Well, maybe. We don't know. I don't want to jinx myself, but man, I feel confident about this team, man. We're heading back home for Rogers Place. The LA Kings, Edmonton Oilers. This is a big game here, boys. Let's bring her on home. Let's bring her on home. Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, boys. Oilers and Kings. Let's go. First period. 1-0. Samuel Famajo gets a big goal for the LA Kings to start the game off. Definitely not the way that I wanted to get this game started off, but that's okay. Second period. 2-2. Leon Draisaitl and Nugent walked themselves back in the game, and Turcotte ties the game right back up. How did Draisaitl score that goal? He was right behind the net. Okay. He must have wrapped it around or something. Or did a Michigan goal. But anyways, heading into the third period between the Oilers and Kings. We just got to play good. Power play, power play, power play. Okay. Come on, boys. This is do or die. If we win tonight, we're going off. We're going off to the final. Tell it all the way with a shorthanded goal. No way. Come on, boys. Come on. Yamamoto! Yeah! Let's go! We're on to the Stanley Cup Finals, boys! Woo! The Oilers are off to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time since 2006, and for the first time with Connor McDavid as Dylan Holloway with a short-handed goal gets the game-winning goal and sends the Oilers off to the next round, which is the Stanley Cup Finals, baby. Let's go. Philly, Edmonton. Oh, my lord. This is going to be a fun finals, man. I don't think the Edmonton Oilers really ever went up against the Philadelphia Flyers, I don't think. Hang on, let me check. So, yeah, we actually beat the Philadelphia Flyers both in 1987 and 1985 during our Stanley Cup final runs against the Philadelphia Flyers. So, this is definitely an intense rivalry where we have faced off against this team in the playoffs when Wayne Gretzky was in the era. And now, Walt McDavid is going up against the Philadelphia Flyers here in 2023. So this has been years in the coming again, as we're going to be going up against the Flyers in the Stanley Cup Finals, and my lord, am I ever excited. It seems like every round, this Edmonton Oilers team just seems to keep getting better and better and better. You know, the first round against the Flames, I beat them in 6 games. The Ducks, we were just destroying the Ducks. I mean, we played the best game. In the LA Kings, we only had one bad game. In every other game, we just played without a doubt way better than them. As Philly will take a look at their way. They beat the Carolina Hurricanes in 7 games, swept the Leafs, and also beat the Canadiens in 7 games as well. So I'm excited, man. This is going to be a fun series against the Flyers, as our team has just been, without a doubt, an insane wrecking crew right now. McDavid, Draisaitl have been insane. Nuge as well, alongside of Hyman and Yamamoto, have been nutty. That second line has just been everything for us. Puljujärvi's been doing quite well. Holloway's been amazing up on that top line. Scott Lawton, Perlini doing well since he got put into the lineup. Same with Marody. I mean, the guys that have replaced, Shore and Grimaldi and Spence have been coming in and playing really good. Defensively, Keith Bouchard have been playing amazing. Darnell Nurse was all right. But now, since, he fell to a domino string, we probably won't see him until game 3 or 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals. So we're going to have Sandin, Nugent-Hopkins, Keith, and Bouchard step up big time against the Kings or against the Flyers. And Mike Smith has just been on a whole nother level, man. Really has. 9 wins, 0 losses, a .933 save percentage. Mike Smith has been everything during this playoff run. And I mean everything for this team. He really has been just that man, that wrecking crew. So let's take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers and then see what we're going up against here in the next round. As we'll take a quick look at the Flyers before we end the video off. But this is what we're going up against. As their first line, we got Travis Konecny, Sean Couturier, and Cam Atkinson. Not a bad first line. This is definitely going to be a very, very scary, lethal line. And Derek Ryan is the second line center for this team. Wow, what? Are they facing some injuries or something? Oh, yeah, Kevin Haynes and Buneman. I mean, Kevin Haynes is probably their biggest miss out of the lineup, since they're definitely their second line center. But they got James Van Riemsdyk, Derek Ryan, and Dominic Simone, which JVR is doing quite well, but the rest of that line, Derek Ryan and Dominic Simone, have not been doing very well. Then you got Joel Farabee, Ryan Carpenter, and Tobias Reeder. Not a bad second line. Joel Farabee is definitely somebody to be scared about. Tobias Reeder, not doing too bad. And then Brendan Peary, Oscar Lindblom also been doing quite well, and then Wade Allison, but I feel like the injuries have been hitting them a little bit. Defensively, this is definitely something that we got to be worried about. Ryan Ellis and Ivan Provorov as their top pair, pretty damn good. Then you got Ryan Murray and Rasmus Ristolainen, and then Travis Sanheim and Oliver Shillington, and that's a pretty good, solid defense score. Honestly, way better than what we got right now. But even then, honestly, we kind of match up with their defense as well. I mean, Sandy and Nugent-Hopkins, they're both 4-star defense. I mean, Provorov is definitely better than Sandin, but Sandin still pretty solid defensively. Same with Nugent-Hopkins. Murray beats out Keith without a doubt. Ristolainen does not beat out Bouchard. And then you got Sanheim and Shillington, which probably beats out our top 6. But even then, our top 6 has been playing quite well. And then Carter Hart is definitely going to be a very formidable force and somebody that has definitely been carrying the Flyers throughout this playoff run. So we're going up against a pretty tough team against the Philadelphia Flyers and Kevin Haynes during his playoff run this year. Has he played at all during this playoff run, or did he just get injured? He must have just got injured then. If he's played 15 games, he must have just got injured then. Let's take a look here. Injury report for the Flyers. I do want to check that out, because Nurse won't be back until the 25th. What about the Flyers? What are their injuries? So yeah, he's out until May 28th, and Buneman's out until May 26th. So that's even further than Darnell Nurse. And I think that might even be further, because he'll be back by time game 2 happens for us, I think. I think Darnell Nurse will be back in the lineup right quick. But yeah, I think I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As in the next episode, we're going to be going up against the Philadelphia Flyers in the Stanley Cup Finals. Let's see if the Oilers can finally bring home a Stanley Cup. It's going to be a big test, but I believe we can do it. And I'm going to end the video here, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Adios, amigos.